Clay Family Band, and they're coming here to do a concert. And needless to say, Raymond and I are a whole lot younger in the film than we are now. But he's going to explain to you how this film came about, and we'll show it. It won't take long, and then we'll do our normal announcements and welcomes after that. So enjoy the video, and I'll listen to Raymond explain what it is.
Well, thank you, Rita. The first time we came to the Carter Family Fold was in 1974. And Jeanette said that she wanted to have music in A.B. Carter's store, which of course is right next door. And if you haven't been to the museum there, you want to go because it's amazing what's there. You see if you know the songs, the Gold Watch and Chain, you see the lock of hair. You see all the things in there that will mean a lot to you. So in '74, the music was there. This building didn't exist at that time. And I won't go into the long story of how this film came to be because it is long, but if you ask me about it, I'll tell you. John McDonald from New York City came to make a film about a family band. He wanted a 10 or 12-minute film, which is what this is. And he came to our house and he shot for 2 days or maybe 3, and I think they shot hours and hours and hours of film. He had a big film crew. I think there were probably 8 or 9 of them with lighting director, electrical engineer, cameramen. It was a full. We have pictures. Ruth does somewhere of them doing all this filming. And then they followed us here, and it was our first time at the Carter Family Fold. And you'll see Joe and Jeanette 50 years ago. You'll see Herman Carter and Ori. You'll see many people that you might recognize or you know who they are when we finally get there and play music. You'll see people dancing. You'll see young children there. And I'll tell you something interesting. Tim Stafford asked me if I remembered the children that were there that night, and I said, yes, I do. He said, I was one of those kids. And he said, that was the night that I decided I wanted to be an entertainer. So I hope you enjoy this. It's called, made by John McDonald. It's called A Good Life.
something about taking me home country roads and trying to do it all. He said your life, maybe music's torn of it.
couldn't ask for better support or more affection than I feel for the McLean Family Band. My mom, when she decided to go nonprofit, the very first person she asked to be on her board was Raymond McLean Sr. And she got that much out of them, and she loved the McLean family, she loved to cook for them. And that tradition continues today, and I'll let Raymond say a few words about the band.
Well, yes, I'll never forget that, and Jeanette was wonderful to us, and she did cook for us so many times that I just can't even express how grateful I am to her and to all of the Carter family for a lifelong friendship. It means, lifelong friendships are important. And I'd particularly like to thank also David Firestein for, David, thank you so much for everything that you did. Let me just say a little something about this gentleman, if I can. Well, he's busy anyway. We can't start until he gets finished and can turn on the mics anyway. Because David is a wonderful man, and he is a good representative of all the many people who volunteer, help here in so many ways. David was here one night when Rita didn't have a sound man, and that young lady right there has, over these past 50 years also, he lifted the heavy weight to make things happen. One night there wasn't a sound system operator, for example, and she stepped right in, and even though she'd never used anything like a digital board or anything, she stepped right in and did the sound. And David said, he was here that night watching the show, and he said, I think you would, what did you say, David? What was it exactly? He said, could you use some help? And we've never let him leave. He's continued doing that for how many years now? About 3 or 4 years now. So David, thank you very much. And he went to his church and borrowed their equipment so he could show this film tonight. Thank you for doing that, David. Okay. How long do you want before we start? We're now. Oh, he can do that from his pad, from his electronic thing he's got there. Okay, whatever you want.
We'll just do some announcements as we normally do. I'll welcome you everyone to the fall. My name is Rita Forrester. I'll be your host for the evening, and my mom Jeanette was the lady you saw in the video. She actually started shows in the little store building next door in 1974. And we all thought that, we weren't sure that she knew exactly what she was doing, starting music shows in the middle of the country. And she actually formed one of the first rural arts organizations in the United States and went on to found a museum and move a historic landmark. We have 5 historic landmarks here right around us, 3 of which you can visit. 2 are here on site, the museum and the cabin. They'll reopen at intermission. And the other one you can visit is Mount Vernon Methodist Church. And that you can see in the morning. They have services at 10 a.m. and they would welcome you there. Our pastor is a Carter. She married into our family. And I think we're now 7 generations attending that church. Most of my family is buried there. So if you didn't get a chance to go up tomorrow and go to church. They don't have a formal dress code. They would love to have you as visitors. And I'm going to recognize some of the places that I know we have visitors from. And raise up your hands when I do. Kentucky, those folks over here, welcome. Ohio, in the middle, welcome. North Carolina, welcome to you guys. Florida, over here, welcome to you folks from Florida. Michigan, oh, welcome to y'all. Georgia, over here, welcome to y'all. Washington, D.C., Pennsylvania, folks from Pennsylvania up top, and Canada. And that's Mike Stevens over here from Canada and his wife. And do we have other places that folks are visiting from that I missed?
The Philippines.
Philippines. That's a ways. Oh, and we have some from Hungary, Deb. I think they just got trumped. Where are our Hungarian visitors? We have a tradition of giving away a hat, and that's through the Virginia Tourism Corporation. And it's to the person who traveled the furthest distance to visit us, and that probably has to be Hungary. You think it might be? Maybe we need to give away 2 hats. We should probably give one to the folks from the Philippines as well. So they will get you a hat as well. But wear those back, and Virginia Tourism Corporation wants you to know that not only is Virginia for music lovers, not only for lovers, excuse me, it's for music lovers. So tell them about the wonderful music that you hear here tonight. And we appreciate you. How many are first-time visitors to the fold? We're mighty glad to have each and every one of you. And I know we have another board. Brandon and I are on the board. He's our artistic director for the Carter Fold. He took his dad's board seat. And we have our president, Dr. Joe Smitty. Where are you, Dr. Smitty? Up top. And he's got a group from his church. Is it First Broad Street?
Yes.
United Methodist?
Yes.
Welcome to you all. We're mighty glad to have you here. Dr. Smitty's been coming. We're trying to show folks a little bit of the history of 50 years. We're so proud to be here 50 years and to be celebrating that. That's unheard of, really. And there was a time when I wasn't sure that would actually happen, but thankfully it did, and I couldn't be happier to have the group that's here with us tonight to perform, the Acclaim Family Band. I love them so much. They feel like family. And lifelong friends, that's something that it's hard to come by. And we appreciate them. And we're so excited to have a visitor from Canada, Mike Stevens. Hasn't been here since 2014. If y'all have never heard a harmonica played like you're going to hear it play tonight, I can guarantee you that you'll never hear it. So we're mighty glad to have him here. He's had a film crew with him filming a documentary about him and his music. And we have some folks from Virginia Tourism and some travel writers, I think, here tonight. So happy to have each and every one of them. So you all enjoy the show, and we're mighty glad to have you. And if you will, let's make welcome to the stage and give them a warm Carter Family Fold welcome. The McLean Family Band with Mike Stevens.
Start off with a few Carter family songs to begin with. It's my Dixie Darling. Hey!
Thank you.
right here on this stage. Bill was celebrating his 93rd birthday, and he's probably, I guess, the only living person that was close personal friends with both A.B. Carter and Woody Guthrie. And there's a wonderful picture of Bill Clifton right there that was taken by master photographer John Flavell. This is one of Bill's favorite songs. It's called Give Me Your Love and I'll Give You Mine. Just at the close of a bright summer day, just as the twilight was fading away, soft on the breeze as the groove of the gun, someone was singing an old song of love. Tell me you love me and say you'll be true. I love nobody in this world but you. Your heart and my heart and love will entwine. Give me your love and I'll give you mine. Come along with me to a quiet shady nook where flowers bloom by the side of the road. Nature is sleeping, the birds are at rest. I'll place a wild rose on your beautiful grass. Tell me you love me and say you'll be true. I love nobody in this world but you. Your heart and my heart and love will entwine. Give me your love and I'll give you mine. Two lovers sitting in one quiet place, two lovers joined in one warm embrace, whispering softly these words so divine. Give me your love and I'll give you mine. I've something to ask you while you're by my side. It's a question of love, of a groom and a bride. And if you refuse me, my heart it would hide. Give me your love and I'll give you mine. Tell me you love me and say you'll be true. I love nobody in this world but you. Your heart and my heart in love will entwine. Give me your love and I'll give you mine. Well, this is my brother-in-law, Al White. Al's going to come sing a good song. What are you going to sing, Al? Gospel Shoots. Hey!
I'm gonna take a trip on that old gospel ship, sailing far beyond the sky.
song that Ruth wrote is called Come On Out Tonight. Well, we're so pleased, honored to have this gentleman come down from Canada and play with us. Usually, I'd wait till this point in the show to introduce him, but I asked Mike if he'd be willing to come out and play with us from the beginning, because it's wonderful when he pops a little bit of rhythm in there and makes the whole band sparkle. This gentleman is, and we've been friends since about 1989 or 1990. I had the wonderful fortune to play with Jim and Jesse and the Virginia Boys from about 1990 to about 2000. And during that time, I was able to stand beside them on the stage at the Grand Ole Opry and play music from that stage more than 1,000 times. We toured all over the world, in Japan and in many places, in Canada and in Europe. And this gentleman was with us most of the time. Jim and Jesse would invite him down. I remember the first time I met him, we were playing at the Grand Ole Opry on the televised portion. And Jim McReynolds said, we're going to have a young man that's coming down from Canada, going to play the Orange Blossom Special on the harmonica tonight. And I thought, okay, that's great. We all knew the tune, and I thought, fine, but that'll be nice. Well, I was completely unprepared for what happened, because Roy Acuff was the host of the show. He introduced Jim and Jesse, and they introduced Mike. He came out with his harmonica and started playing like nobody had ever heard that song played before. And matter of fact, Roy Acuff was standing just off stage and walked out while Mike was playing. He ended up right this close to him while Mike was playing the tune, and the crowd stood up. And Roy took the microphone and he said, I've never heard anybody play the harmonica the way you play the harmonica. And from that time on, many times when Mike would come down as Jim and Jesse's guest, Roy would come to the stage to hear Mike play. That's true. You can say where you want. This one seems to have a bit of a ring in it.
Well, Raymond, thank you for that. And I will say, I love my wife, and I love my son, and I love Jim and Jesse, and I love the McLean Family Band. And I love the Carter family full. And this is such an honor for me to be here. And I'm not blowing smoke, it really is. I'm humbled by it, and I'm so grateful. I'm going to play something that if you were listening to the Grand Ole Opry back in the late 20s or 30s, you folks know who DeFord Bailey is? Here people would know who DeFord Bailey is. That's why I love to hear. He's one of my heroes. DeFord played on the Opry back then, and he influenced in the blues field would be Sonny Boy Williamson and Sonny Terry. In the country world would be Roy Acuff. Bill Monroe, Evening Prayer Blues. And, he was heard on clear channels so everyone could hear him. He was a wizard. And he used to start the Grand Ole Opry off by playing the Pan American. So I'm going to try and play my version of the Pan American for you. Thank you for that.
Quite a few years actually, and toured all over the world doing our shows that way, just with the duo. And so I'd like to do one number that way if I could tonight, if that'd be okay. Mike, you made a whole CD of Canadian fiddle tunes played on the harmonica, didn't you? I see them over there, I think, maybe.
You have to have a lot of time on your hands to do that.
Yeah, but you make the big bucks.
Yeah, you make the big bucks when you play Canadian fiddle tunes on the harmonica. It just feels so weird to have all of this incredible high-powered talent right here behind us while we're playing. It's like making me nervous. This one's called Grumbling Old Man, Grumbling Old Woman.
might want to dance. Shall we do Cajun Fiddle?
Oh, I'd love to. I haven't done that in a million years.
Okay.
You guys can save me on this.
I think it might be the other way around. We'll all go down together.
All right, perfect.
picking up the Pine String Banjo right now is originally from Morgan County, Kentucky. He was one of our students at the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music, and I had some surgery on my index finger, and I asked Daxon if he'd come and help us when, while my finger was healing up. We never let him leave. He's gone on to not only play every instrument extremely well, but he's also now the director of the Kentucky Center for Traditional Music at Morehead State University on the Pine String Banjo. This is Daxon Lewis. mentioned it with Roy Acuff because, of course, it was so widely identified with him. It's the Wabash Cannonball.
I have great hopes for them, and there's nothing like a homegrown tomato. Ain't nothing in this world I like better than bacon and lettuce and homegrown tomatoes up in the morning, out in the garden. Pick you right when don't get hard. Plant in the spring, eat it in the summer, all winter without us. The culinary bummer, I forget all about sweating and digging. Every time I go out, I pick me up again. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What a lot of people know homegrown tomatoes. All the new things that money can find. That's true love and homegrown tomatoes.
And that's true, isn't it? I bet you a lot of you are growing tomatoes. You know, Jackson came and he sent me a text. He said, my mom would like you to start some of those little sun goals for her. And I said, sure. And I've got them started.
Oh, she's happy and I'm happy too, because if Mom has tomatoes, guess who else has tomatoes? Would it be okay if we did a love song for y'all? How about, I wouldn't change you if I could. I wouldn't change a single thing without you in my hood. The way you want just suits me to a T. A princess in a storybook, to me always wrong. That's what we are. I wouldn't change you if I could. I love you as you are. You're all that I could wish for in a wish upon a star. An angel sent from heaven, you're everything that's good. You're perfect just the way you are. I wouldn't change you if I could. Your eyes, your lips, your tender smile, leave them as they are. And what may I never change a thing. If I were apart, you would be away. The only thing I'd change would be your name. I wouldn't change you if I could. I love you as you are. You're all that I could wish for if I wished upon a star. An angel sent from heaven, you're everything that's good. You're perfect just the way you are. I wouldn't change you if I could. You're perfect just the way you are. I wouldn't change you if I could.
Well, a few years ago, we made a record. The title was Evening to Celebrate Life. We made this when it was the 50th anniversary of the McLean family band, actually. And Bruce kind of wrote this for that particular year. A little bit about how you came to write this song. You wrote it for a particular person, right?
Well, I did. And actually, all of us have hardships in life, and we know people close to us that do. And I had a friend that lost a child, and I just could hardly imagine how she could go on. I could hardly imagine it. And I was so impressed with how well she took care of her other children and her other friends and herself, even though times were really hard. And I realized that's what we all do. We all celebrate the good parts, and so this is called Celebrate Life. With a grateful heart and time so joyous, we're thankful for our friends around us. They give us strength to carry on and find the light that's shining on. Celebrate life.
that we did that Jim sang was a wonderful song that Molly O'Day wrote. And we haven't done it very many times. We've done it a few times. And Michael, we can dedicate this especially to Janine and Gwen and James. Can we do that? I think, and Randy? Randy. Okay. Ready? All right. The songs I love hearing Mike play on the harmonica. I mean, we all know this number, and it's important to all of us. It's very personal to everybody. That's Amazing Grace. Mike, do you want to say anything about this before you do it, or just want to play it? You want to sing a little bit? Wherever you like.
Yeah, I guess I have some family here. You know, family isn't always blood. Family are people that you've shared important experiences with. And there's folks here. I mean, Janine and Gwen and Randy and James. Now, James is Jim McReynolds' grandson. And James and I have been doing harmonica lessons back and forth. And it's one of the things that makes me the most happy. I could have the worst day ever, but giving James a harmonica lesson just feels so darn good. James is here, and this is one that I gave him the tab to, and I'm sure he's going to be able to play the fire out of it eventually. So James, I'm going to send this one out to you. This will be Amazing Grace for you.
We'll do one more number, and yeah, we have some surprises in the second half. It's going to be very nice. So. And David, thank you for everything you did to get that sound straightened out. You did great, man. Thank you. You know, the sound man is always sitting in the hot seat, right? If everything's fine, nobody says anything about the sound man. But if there's any problem ever, man, don't they notice it then? Thank you for doing a good job. Mike, you want to do the Orange Blossom Special?
Did I say spectacle?
Thank
Well, Ruth,
Yes.
this is another Carter kind of song,
Well,
right?
it is. In fact, they recorded it on the Camden Sessions, which was 1928, the year after the Bristol Sessions. This was the Carter family, and this is pretty much their arrangement of Sweet Fern. Springtime is coming, sweet lonesome bird, you're echoing the night wind. Down in the valley, so lonesome you're saying, but the light shines so bright. I know he's away in a far distant land, the land that
were asking at the intermission if you still did a fox chase. Would you tell them what a fox chase is?
Who knows what a fox chase is? Well, I see some hands going on. Well, a fox chase is, it's a traditional piece that the blues players did and the string players did, and it was kind of a showpiece. What you do is you play the harmonica and you try and make all the sounds of a hound chasing a fox while you play. And I learned a version of it that's almost more like gymnastics than it is a showpiece. It's pretty crazy. So I always like to ask, who knows CPR just before I get going? Because I do have to use both lungs on this one. So you'll get to hear my fine singing voice on this one, so I'll do a fox chase for you.
she's our publicist, and she is a graphic artist, and she is currently taking care of our record table for us and so forth. But she's a really good friend. We've known her since we were all children together. So, this is for Jerry.
A few other things about Jody as well. She worked for Sony all during the 90s and designed record covers for people like Dolly Parton, Willie Nelson, and really everybody else that was on Sony at the time. And she also designed this beautiful poster that's right behind us here that we made and gave to Bill Clifton last week on his 93rd birthday. So thank you for that as well, Sylvia.
Well, we love gospel music, and this is one that I got on loan from the Rochesters. This is called Way Down Deep in My Soul. I have a feeling in my soul, since the Savior made me whole. Way down, way down, way down, way down deep in my soul. I trust in Jesus every day.
So Botany and Chenga are from Hungary, and they've been studying bluegrass, old time, and country music. They've been studying Hungarian folk music. They can play any number of instruments from basses to mandolins to guitars, banjos, and Botany, if you want to grab mine, or if Jackson's either one, that's good. You brought your picks. Good. Good. Come tell us what you're going to do. Come introduce yourselves. Tell them something about Hungary. Tell them something about yourselves.
Well, it's in Europe, it's a little country. I'm not sure if anyone knows where Hungary is.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Well, yeah, it's a Central Europe country. And
Well, this next song is an old Flemish Parish tune called Blue is Mountain Home. All right. There's a well-beaten path on this old mountainside where I wandered when I was a lad. There I wandered alone to the place I call home in those Blue Ridge hills far away. How I love those hills for Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain far away in my Blue Ridge Mountain home? Now my thoughts wander back to the ramshackle shack in those Blue Ridge hills far away, where my mother and dad are laying there to rest. They're sleeping in peace together there. How I love those hills for Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain far away in my Blue Ridge Mountain home? I've been longing for days gone by. When I die, won't you bury me on this old mountainside? Make my resting place upon the hill so high. How I love those hills for Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain far away in my Blue Ridge Mountain home? How I love those hills for Virginia. From those Blue Ridge hills I did roam. When I die, won't you bury me on the mountain far away in my Blue Ridge Mountain home? Far away in my Blue Ridge Mountain home.
And I love it when she plays those fiddle licks on the flute. She's the only person I ever heard do
wrote and recorded a million-selling record in country music, and it was 1935, and we got to play with her and sing with her. Not in 1935.
We're not quite that old.
No, it was a little later than that, but she was my pen pal.
Yeah, she was, and her fan club president, tell me her name, I know it, Ruth Danette. Ruth Danette used to come here to the Fold, and Jeanette would let her stay overnight here, and she was a dear friend. Some of you probably remember Ruth Danette coming to the Fold, but we'll do this for you because you asked for it. Thank you. This is the song that our father wrote, and he wrote it when we were far from home, and we were traveling around the world at the time, and he said, you know, we all share the same wind. Let's do this especially for Barbara Harrison.
The wind sings an old song in Kentucky. Have remembered from some other time and place. It brings back now and then an old time feeling left over from its never-ending
Nelson out on the dance floor.
Mike, would you mind to come over and introduce Like a Little Bird?
Yes, like Raymond said, this is a song called Like a Little Bird. It's really a song about never quitting. And the short story behind this is my mother had been sick for a long time, and Jane and I were her caretakers, and super happy to do it. I know lots of us have been in that position, and it's a real honor to be around to get to do it. And one particular time I came in off the road, and Jane was with my mom. They were in a merge, and my mother was really sick, she was dying. And so Jane had to go to work, so we tagged off and I went into the hospital and sat with her. And we live in a pretty small community, and the doctor basically said, hey, look, there's nothing we can do. And your mom's really sick, and maybe it'd be nice if you could get her home, you know. So took her home and had to basically carry her, she was still bandaged up and all that. And I laid her on the couch, and I hadn't slept because I was touring and been up for a few days. So I laid down on the floor beside her in front of the couch. And my dad had passed earlier, and we got my mom a little bird, a budgie. And that was the best thing ever. That was her companion. So while my mom was laying there on the couch, I'd wake up every probably 20 minutes to see if she was still breathing. And I woke up, and my mother's laying like that with her head down and hands all bandaged. And Buddy, the budgie, was sitting on her hands perfectly. And it sat there for 2 hours. And so I took out my phone and I took a picture of it. And I thought, there's something a lot bigger going on here. And so yeah, that's where this song comes from. It's called Like a Little Bird, and we've never played it together. And Ruth is going to sing it, and I can't think of anybody better to sing it than Ruth. So we're going to try that. Try Like a Little Bird. I'll go over here, not Ruth. Here. No, I'll go.
Okay, very good luck.
Want me to start a rhythm?
Yeah, you keep that for us.
I'll just start right on the
Like
work. Whoa, look at that. It's magic. We're putting them to work. Now, Nathan, you told me something while we were standing out there about the first time that you saw me. And I know it's going to make me sound really old, but could you tell them that story?
Yeah, I'll tell both of us his age. I was 11 years old, and I went to see Jim and Jesse and Bill Monroe at John Battle High School. And out on stage walked Mike Stevens and Raymond McClain. And I'll never forget that. And that was an honor. And to see them, and it's an honor to stay here with them tonight. So, we're going to have fun.
It's an honor to be here with you and really something. We're going to do a song that honors Jesse McReynolds. Now, Jesse always had songs going through his head, and I would stop him all the time and try and record little pieces of it, because it just, everything was a song. Everything he did was a song. And one time he played this little riff on the bus, and I just recorded a few seconds of it, and I went back and I made a song out of it. And the song's called Blowing Up the Storm, and we'd like to do that. Here's another one that we haven't done in a million years. Have we ever done it together? I don't think we have. That's awesome. It's like tightrope walking, right? There's no rules. We're just going to pass this all around, okay?
We're gonna blow up the storm.
Yeah.
And we might blow up.
Well, yeah, and then we'll pass it to Al and Raymond and Dax and everybody. Everyone will get a piece. But yeah, crank her up. Let's make it frightening.
4.
We grew up in eastern Kentucky in Knott County, and there's a stream of water that it actually doesn't run through the county because there are no streams of water that run through our county. They are all headwaters. And so this is Troublesome Creek, stream of water that we grew up on in eastern Kentucky. And sometimes it was troublesome. A couple times in particular, one when I fell in it. And that was pretty troublesome. Actually, maybe it was my fault. And because I was too close. And then there was a huge flood a couple years ago there that had a major impact on the county. And maybe you'll hear it, this banjo duet about Troublesome Creek.
You ready? 1, 2, 1, 2.
Thank
four-leaf clover.
That's a good one. Take it away. Friends, I just can't tell you how much it means to us to come back to the Carter family fold after 50 years. And Mike was asking me how many times we'd come, and I said, well, many times, at least once a year, and many times twice a year, and sometimes 3 times a year. And we might have, we missed during the pandemic, of course. We missed a year there, and we might have missed a year or two somewhere else as well. He said, so like over 100 times, and I said, oh gosh, no, it couldn't possibly be. But I guess it was, really, because, I mean, I'm not a math major or anything. But 50 years is a long time, and a lot of you have been coming for a lot of that time too, and we appreciate you so very much. We feel like our music community is really important, it's really strong. It takes all of us. And I think that music is so powerful that it can overcome a lot of things. You know, we're very divided right now in our society, and we want to come together because we need to do that. And music is a wonderful way to do that. We can all come together with music. We can all come together in a lot of things. And it's just the greatest honor to stand here with all of you and look around and see Peggy, your daddy helped build this building, didn't he? And did a lot of things here. It's so nice to see you and to look around and see so many friends here, and some have been going for a long time. And such an honor to stand here with Mike Stevens.
You have that reversed. You have that reversed. The honor's all mine. You guys are so gracious to even let me do this, and Rita and all that. It's amazing. So I'm thankful. The most thankful one on stage. How's that?
I don't know, right? That's right back at you, man. Rita was very excited to know if you could come, and when I told her that you could, she was very pleased because it's been since 2014, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time, and this feels like medicine to be back here. So thank you, Rita.
That's 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
That's 10. We got to do it at least every 10 years. Okay, I'll be 80. No, I used to be able to play like a little red sports car. I used to be able to do that. I can't do that anymore. Now I'm going for a luxury sedan. I'm trying to play like a luxury sedan.
You're a pretty quick minivan, actually.
Al said I'd play more like a broken down SUV. A tractor, okay. Well, kind friends, thank you. We'll leave you with this. It's a number called Far Away From Here. Thanks, why don't you go ahead and do this?
I
schedule. They're going to come back and be with us again in August. And y'all give them just the nicest hand. They have worked so hard for y'all. It's a pleasure to have them here. Feels like my family has come home. So y'all come on back out and visit us next week. And y'all are safely going home. Who is next week, Dad? The Brother Boys. We have the Brother Boys next weekend, so come on back out and see them. They just put out a box set for Bear Records and have been doing music for many, many years. Come on out and visit us and see them. Y'all drive safely going home. Good night. God bless you.